Welcome into Strength Flow Fitness. I'm Coach Kells, and this is an 8-minute beginner rope flow routine. Rolling rope is like the cousin to skipping rope. It's low impact and rich with movement complexity. A proper flow rope is made of double-braided marine rope and weighs about a pound. If you don't have a rope yet, you can make do with a regular jump rope or 2 resistance bands linked together. So this is a beginner routine that I use in my in-person classes to get people hands-on experience without getting stuck in their head or overcomplicating it. We want to let this be easy practice, so this isn't intended as a comprehensive tutorial, but a simple way to guide how you work with the rope. Let's get started. We're beginning with the basic overhand pattern. This means that the rope is swinging downwards in front of you. Make a figure 8 pattern, continuously guiding the rope across your midline from right to left to right, a single swing or beat on each side. Keep your hands close together and close to your body. With your core braced, guide the rope through the pattern with the rotation of your shoulders and spine. Feel your weight subtly shifting and feet pedaling into the ground. The rope will lightly skim the ground outside your feet, and this auditory feedback will help you find the rhythm. Once the swing is going, feel free to explore stepping, lunging, and slowly rotating. From overhand, we'll pivot 180 degrees to transition to the underhand pattern. Now the rope will be rising upwards in front of us. We've changed our orientation, but the elements of the pattern are the same. Keep your hands in relatively close to your body and use the rolling motion of your shoulders and spine to guide the smooth figure 8. Feel the light tick of the rope skimming the ground next to your feet to help you find the rhythm. As soon as you feel comfortable, begin to add those little movements, stepping, lunging, and small turns. From here, we'll rotate 90 degrees to face outward and swing the rope in front like a propeller. We're moving into the dragon roll by opening our stance and bringing the arms out wide. The rope is moving on the same path. We're now oriented so that it's brushing the ground in front of our toes and behind our heels. As the rope brushes the ground in front of your toes, your body is going to slightly turn in that direction. Then the rope rises overhead and begins falling behind your body. As the rope is falling, rotate your body to guide the rope to skim the ground behind your heels. The timing of this subtle rotation is the key, and the momentum will take care of the rest. Find the pattern in one direction, then pause to redirect the rope and try the other way. Another simple 90-degree rotation will take us back to our overhand or underhand pattern depending on which direction you turned. We'll meet back in the overhand for round 2. Now, you can stay with the figure 8 or add a beat on each side to make it an overhand matador. Play around with this and you'll begin to feel how your same side arm crosses over and leads the rope over to the opposite side of your body. Let this be easy. The more you play with this pattern, the more distinct it will become from the figure 8. In time, you'll feel more power and more freedom to turn. Rotate 180 degrees, and that's going to bring us back to our underhand pattern. Stay with the basic figure 8 or add the extra beat on each side for the underhand matador variation. The same side arm leads the rope across your body, similar to swinging a tennis racket. Keep a narrower stance. Don't let the rope come out too wide. Imagine performing the movement in a hallway so the rope stays more vertical. Okay, now open your body to face outward in a square stance to flow back into your dragon roll pattern. Timing the rotation of your body with the rope, lightly skimming the ground in front of your toes and behind your heels. As the rope skims the ground in front of your feet, you might follow it with a pivot step. This will turn your body 180 degrees. The rope is moving the same way, but the change in orientation means the dragon roll will be going in the other direction. Play around with timing these pivots by feeling how to follow the rope through the turn. Our final minute is a flowing integration of all those patterns. Now, don't think too much here. Let your body take the lead in feeling the movement of the rope and connecting the patterns through transitions. It's good to experiment and even make mistakes here. This is actually vital to the learning process. Oftentimes, what feels confusing one session becomes crystal clear the next time you pick up the rope. So, to close things out today, rope flow promotes mobility, spatial awareness, and rotational movement, and it also has this really cool way of harmonizing the body and mind. I use rope flow as an active recovery and also a low intensity form of movement that just feels like play. I love it. I could do it for hours. For me, rolling rope never fails to clear my head and have me feeling more connected to the present moment. So I hope this practice gets you started flowing and falling in love with the rope too. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next practice.